Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily read. So today we're taking a look at a love read, and we're asking what are their true intentions towards you. And then after that we are going to take a look at doing a second reading, and that's going to be how to find love. Okay, right, so first of all, what are their true intentions towards you? Let's find out what's going on for our collective in love, please. What's going on for our collective in love, and what are their true intentions? Interesting. I feel that someone is pushing the other person away. I feel that perhaps one of these individuals is a little bit scared. They're scared of allowing another person to get close to them, so they'd much rather push people away. Yeah, it's the way that the deck's handling. It's like 1 minute this person is wanting to speak, and then the next minute they completely clam up and close down, you know? That's very much how this energy feels right now. So either that's your energy or the energy of the other person that you're dealing with, and that's why you're trying to figure out, well, what are their intentions towards me then, because they're just giving us mixed signals, you know. Right, so you've got I feel you, fights, arguments and conflict and obstacles with I feel like I can be my true self around you. Yeah, so that's why that's why they're feeling scared. Because that's quite unusual for them. Okay, it seems to be that someone, either you or they, is accustomed to being a set, specific way around other people. Yeah, maybe a bit of people pleasing that's going on. You know, it's like someone feels that they can only be and only act in the way that other people are going to want them to be or act, okay, rather than them actually being authentic, you know. And when it comes down to being around you, it's like that they don't feel that need to put on this facade. They don't feel a need to put on an act or anything like that, okay? So it's like you've shown them, or they've shown you, how to just be themselves, you know, and that can be frightening for someone who's never experienced that before. It can be frightening. Now, we can see that this is quite a deep connection, okay? It's like both sides of the table can feel each other's energy, okay? Probably seen each other in the dreams and stuff like that. Fights, arguments and conflict that is creating obstacles. This could be someone fighting with you, someone fighting with them. This could be a third energy that is creating obstacles between yourself and this person. You know, keeping, like, deliberately keeping you two at a distance type thing. So again, just take that as it resonates, okay? But it definitely does indicate that there is more that's going on here behind the scenes than you might know about, okay? All right, let's take a deeper look into this. What's going on for our collective in love, please? How does the relationship or the connection currently stand? How does our collective feel about the person that they're thinking of, and what are our collective's intentions towards that person? And what is our collective's person's intentions and feelings towards our collective, please? What are the challenges here, and what is the advice that you have for our collective in love? Okay, what's going on for our collective in love? Okay, how the connection currently stands. Justice. Interesting. How you feel towards them. And what are your intentions towards them? The Ace of Wands and the Three of Cups. Okay, so how they feel about you. The Hermit, their intentions towards you. The Six of Swords. Interesting. I'm going to clarify that one. What's the challenge here? The Nine of Swords and the shadow side. Well, fuck yeah, of course the Devil would be a challenge. I mean, that goes without saying, really, doesn't it? And your advice, the Sun and the Six of Wands. Overall energy, the Ace of Coins. Yeah, so this particular connection, now obviously I don't know who this person is, okay, for you specifically, but it's indicating that there is a lot of potential here, okay, that if you and this individual are wanting to be together, then you will be, okay. I can see the cards, I can feel the energy. It's like, clearly this is two people who have fallen deeply in love with each other and they're wanting to be together, but for whatever reason at this point in time they're not together right now because it's still just a seed. There's something about how this is going to take time, okay. Maybe they're dealing with someone else, which I highly suspect with the Hierophant being here, or maybe you're dealing with someone else. Apparently it's going to take time for them to separate, to disconnect, to sort out whatever it is that's holding them back here, some kind of commitment that they're needing to finalize, okay. And then Temperance underneath that one. So yeah, that indicates that there is hope, but it's going to take time. Interesting. So there's not going to be any massive changes between yourself and this individual for the short term, at least, okay. I do feel that this is a situation where somebody within the connection, either you or they, is abso-friggin-lutely dealing with a karmic partner. Definitely. Absolutely. Like, without question, someone is dealing with a karmic partner. That they are being guided by spirit, by the universe, by their own spirit guides to disconnect from that karmic situation. You've even got the Empress underneath the Temperance. Someone here could be resonating with like Earth Angel type energy. Someone here could be a healer. Okay, someone's very, very nurturing, very caring, incredibly empathic. I would say almost to a fault, because I'm getting the energy as someone who is unable at this point in time to be more discerning with their empathy. And that sounds like a really weird thing to say. It does. But someone is empathic to the point where they are empathic towards individuals who get themselves in really awful, dark situations and then refuse to get themselves out of it again. You know, when you're putting things in that kind of context, you really should be more choosy with your empathy, okay? Someone feels that it would be unspiritual of them to put boundaries on their empathy, and that's bullshit, okay? That's exactly why certain people have taken advantage of you in the past, okay? Because of that lack of boundaries. Boundaries is applicable to absolutely fucking everything, including your empathy, okay? So why that's coming in, I don't know, but somehow it is relevant, okay? It is relevant to this message that we're seeing here. It's just how that fits. I don't know, because it's not my reading, it's not my energy. I don't identify with this at all, so it is kind of like trying to read in a foreign language. It's difficult for me to understand. But yeah, the basis is, look, somebody feels bad for another person, and I suspect that it's the person you're dealing with, to be honest with you. I do feel that, because when you read it within context, it's like, okay, we've got two people here who are clearly made for each other. They clearly love each other. They're constantly all up in each other's energy. And there's this third thing that's coming in between them. And in the meanwhile, it's like one of these partners is needing to split from that devil energy, which I suspect is a karmic connection that they're dealing with, and they're like that, oh no, I can't do that to them. Oh no, that would just hurt them. That would, do you know what I mean? That's why I feel I was getting that message about how somebody needs to learn when to choose to be empathic towards another person. Because it does play into people pleasing. 100% it does. Someone's sitting there going, I can't leave my karmic partner because I'm responsible for them. Because they'll go off and do this, that, and the next with their lives, and then I'll be responsible for that. Yeah, that's exactly what makes them a karmic partner. If anybody threatens to hurt themselves because you're wanting to leave, they're a karmic straight up. And that is toxic energy. That is evil. Let's be real, because they're doing it. Why are they doing it? To manipulate the other person. To manipulate the other person. Straight up. To control the other person. That's exactly what devil energy does. It controls. Or it tries to. It tries to control other people. But Spirit's saying this is only got as much power and control as what you give it or as what your person gives it. If you don't give it any power, then it will have no control. But the fact that someone's sitting there basically threatening to hurt themselves if the other person leaves, that strikes me again of that person having severe entitlement issues. Because nobody is entitled to a relationship. Nobody is entitled to try and force someone else to stay in a relationship that they do not want to be in. It's entitlement issues. There's no two ways about it. And then you've got someone here with a very gentle, loving energy who hasn't quite learned how to reinforce their own personal boundaries yet, is being manipulated. I can't leave that person. I'm not happy with that person. I don't want to be with that person, but I can't leave them because then they'll go off and they'll do this, that, and the next. They'll hurt themselves or they'll hurt other people. Do you know what? Not your problem. I hate to sound so abrupt about it, but there needs to be a line, a very clear line that is drawn here. You're not responsible for other people's actions. You're not. And the fact that somebody is doing that is incredibly disturbing, and it pisses me off, to be quite honest with you. It pisses me off. Because you've got a couple of energies here. You and the person that you're wanting to be with, and the person that wants to be with you. And then a third energy that is stopping two beautiful energies coming together. Do you see what I'm saying? So, up until this point, it's going to take time. It's just still in its potential stages. Until the one who is currently being manipulated stands up for themselves and stops being manipulated. Until that happens, it'll always just be potential. It'll always just be seed. Okay? It's going to take time, it's going to take work, it's going to take effort. A lot of effort. So the intention is there. Definitely, yes, the intention is there. The love is there. The hope is there. Where's the action? The action needs to kick in. Where's the action? The connection at this point in time currently stands in, I would say, karmic energy, given the context we've just seen. There's a soul contract here between yourself and the person that you're watching this reading for. Which from here on in, I'm just going to say your person, okay? Whether they are quote-unquote your person or not, it's just so that you'll know who it is I'm speaking on, okay? Just to make things flow easier, okay? So that being said, there is a karmic contract soul contract between yourself and your person. There's a soul contract here. I'm going to need to clarify that justice energy. Can you tell us more about justice for how this connection currently stands, please? Tell us more about justice, how this connection, thank you. I think this one's reversed, yeah. Hey, do you see what I mean? 9 of Wands reversed. Somebody has unhealthy boundaries or none at all. $1 million question is it you or is it them? It's one of yous. It's fucking one of yous. It's needing to work on their boundaries and to stop being manipulated. And that's the soul spiritual lesson that someone's currently working through. Being manipulated and convinced that someone else is their responsibility. Well, I'm sorry, but unless that's a child, then no, they're not your responsibility if they're not your child. Simple as. Period. Full stop. Someone's got a lot of work to do on themselves here. For certain. And I feel that you're the one that's getting frustrated with this person, with your person, because you're witnessing this and there's nothing that you can do about it, or vice versa. They could be getting frustrated with you. If you know that you're doing that, your person could be getting frustrated with you because they know that there's nothing that they can do about it until you start standing up for yourself, saying no to people. Okay, how you feel about them, the Ace of Wands, yeah. Impassioned, excited. You feel like, yeah, do you know what, this could be it. This could be the one, this could be my person. They've already triggered a lot of internal change for you. A lot of internal growth for you. And it is like it fills you with hope. That's the spark, it's the fire. Your intentions towards them is 3 of Cups. To have a celebration. Maybe starting off with a conversation, you know. But your intent towards them is honourable. It's good. It's a good intention. You've got nothing but good intent towards that person. And it's like you're wanting to see them happy come what may. Whether or not that directly involves you or not. That's not what's really important for you. As a preference, yeah, you absolutely would love to like be with that person. But if they chose that their happiness is going to be not with you for the time being, then do you know what? I'm seeing you being okay with that. Because I'm getting a really down-to-earth, respectful energy off of this one. It's like I just want to see them happy. Whether they're in a physical union with me or a physical union with someone else, doesn't matter. I just want to see them happy. But as a preference, I want to be with them because that would make me happy too. That's this energy. How they feel about you, the Hermit. They're keeping a lot to themselves at this point in time. A lot. They feel that you've triggered something within them too. That's to do with them going on this spiritual pilgrimage, you know, this journey of self-discovery. Yeah, King of Wands in the reverse position. This individual feels that they're not good enough. They feel that they're not attractive. But that's going to be because of how someone else has been treating them. This individual, I'm getting hopes that you're attracted to them, but feels deep down that you're probably not attracted to them. Because they've got low self-esteem when it comes down to their own physicality, for whatever reason. They're like, why the hell would they be attracted to me? Like, what's wrong with them? You know, that's why they don't believe it. And they need to watch that, because that's the exact reason why their karmic person is with them. Because their karmic person picked up on that. It was like a big signal to the karmic person. Yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna go with this person who's got low self-esteem here, and I can treat them like shit, and I'm gonna get away with it. And why? Because they've got low self-esteem. That's a target on their back, basically. Their low self-esteem was a target on their back for that toxic person, straight up. And that's why, they've got a lot of work to do on themselves. A lot. I feel that you two are catalysts for each other. Six of Swords is their intentions. To move on. To move away. I'm hearing break free. Clarify the Six of Swords. Thank you. Yeah, Judgment. Their intention is to break free from the karmic. Judgment. Ask you for a second chance. They're at this stage now where they're starting to listen to their higher self rather than their lower self. They're starting to realize quite a lot. And in fact, this person / your person, they've learnt a lot more, and they know a lot more about this situation than what they're currently saying. The challenge, Nine of Swords and the Devil. They could have picked up a couple of addictions through the karmic connection that they're currently dealing with. And they are currently dealing with that. They might have picked up a few bad habits along the way. They might have picked up a few addictions along the way as ways of coping, of ways of dealing, of ways of escaping, of ways of escaping the toxicity. But again, it's more homework for them, should we say. So that's 3 things that we've clocked. Their lack of boundaries, their lack of self-respect, low self-esteem, and now you've got this on top of that as well. And that's everything that they are needing to acknowledge and work through. And that is part of their spiritual growth that they're currently going through. Tell us more about this devil energy, please. I don't particularly want to look into that devil energy, but I feel that it's necessary. Because I don't want to stay in that energy for too long. 2 of coins and the sun in reverse, yeah. The challenge is they're not feeling optimistic. They're not feeling hopeful. So if something played out between you two, where there was a big argument, a big fight, probably caused by the karmic, then your person / this person is not feeling hopeful about the outcome of being able to make their return to come back to you. They're not feeling hopeful at all. In fact, they're saying that the chances are slim to none. And they do nothing but think about it. how would I come back? What would I say to them? What would I do? How will the collective respond? Tell us more. 9 of coins and the Knight of coins. Heavy earth energy coming through. Yeah, you got the Magician at the bottom of that deck. So the challenge for them also is how are they going to make themselves single? How are they going to stand on their own 2 feet? So it's probable that their karmic was also financially abusive as well, financially controlling. Because one of their obstacles is, do you know what, I need to get to a point where I'm standing on my own 2 feet, where I can take care of myself, where I can support myself, where I can be grounded and stable and secure within myself, 9 of coins, and then I can make a return to my collective, which would be you. Okay. So their karmic had control of all of the finances as well, which is adding further more problems onto this person's challenges. Okay, your advice is the Sun and the 6 of Wands, which is literally focus on your joy, your growth, your prosperity, your health, your healing, yourself. And 6 of Wands. I love the 6 of Wands. It's the Lord of Victory. Focusing on your accomplishments and your achievements is your advice. And to remain optimistic also. And to keep sending this person / your person love, hope, healing. Clarify the advice for our collective, please. Thank you. Yeah. 3 of Wands off balance and the 3 of coins in the upright position. Yeah. Yeah. Someone's dealing with a karmic, definitely. Definitely. When you get a lot of 3s in your read, it's triangulation energy. So it's like, yeah, you were set up against someone else, that kind of triangulation. The Tower, the 8 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. Yeah, something's being dragged back up. I'm hearing the word excavation. So something, Devil at the bottom of the deck. The karmic is excavating. The karmic is dragging something back up from the past. They're excavating it. And then they're showing everyone, look at this, look at this, look what I found. Now, I don't know if that's something about you or if that's something about your person. It could be either or at this point in time. But it does feel like there's something brewing here. Okay? It does. Spirit is saying here, avoid taking on issues and problems that are not yours. Okay? They're saying, in this instance, yeah, you are going to have to be a little bit selfish, okay? Don't put too much emphasis or focus on what's going on across the way, but put that focus and energy onto you. Okay? Okay, it looks like there is a split that's going on. And this person / your person is actually going to be really happy about it. So it's almost like they're fearing the thing that they need to do. But then once it happens, they're going to be like, do you know what? I don't know why I was so afraid of doing that, and I should have done it a long time ago. There's also a message about how a connection or a relationship started off as a sex-based thing. And then they ended up in too deep and they didn't know how to get out of it after that. So they ended up with someone, like they had a sex-based relationship with an individual that they didn't realize was very controlling, very manipulative, definitely emotionally manipulative as well. Someone who cries quite a lot just to get other people to feel sorry for them, that sort of thing. They're saying it started off as just a sex-based thing, and then I ended up in too deep, and because of that I didn't know how to get out again. It was a bad decision. Empress, Ace of Coins, Seven of Swords. It's like there were definitely a lot of lies here that you knew about, but you might not have spoken up on. It's like you had to keep your silence about the lies that you knew were going on. But change is definitely coming. There's no two ways about it. No two ways about it. And when that happens, collective, you're going to hear all about it, because this person, they're probably going to end up on your doorstep somehow. Okay, so for the second part of this reading, we are going to take a look at how you can find love. So this one is for anyone who is looking for love. We're going to do a really quick pill on how you can find love if you feel that you're struggling to find love. Okay, how can our collective find love, please? What is stopping them from finding love? What can help them to find love? What is the potential outcome and the advice for our collective who is currently looking for love at this point in time? Okay. What's stopping you from finding love? The Five of Coins and the Four of Wands. So it goes without saying that this kind of like lack energy, lack mentality is impeding on your ability to find love. So remember, how you feel about yourself is how you express yourself to the rest of the world. So in a lot of ways, your energy is really quite similar to the person that we saw in this read here. If you were resonating with this read here, where someone had like low self-esteem, not great boundaries, your energy is similar to that. Okay, with the Five of Coins being there, there's also a message about what's stopping you from finding love. Something to do with your friends or your family. Maybe a fear of disapproving certain people around you, you know, like, oh, my family never embrace the other person that I'm with. They always pick fault in my partners. They always find things, quote unquote, wrong with my partners, you know. If that's the case, you definitely want to start really analysing your own family then, because it sounds like some of you have got really incredibly toxic family members, okay? Where they're just being overly controlling over you and who you date and who you fall in love with. Basically, it's nothing to do with them, okay? It's not their life. It doesn't impact on them. They shouldn't be in your business like that. Okay, if they can't be polite about your partner, then they shouldn't be there. Simple as, okay? Unless they've got very real, very valid reasons not to like any of your partners, that they should be far more supportive. Okay, it's really unusual to get a card like that in the position of what is stopping you from finding love. Because by itself, the Four of Wands is a beautiful energy. But then when you start digging deeper, it's like, oh shit, wait a minute, there's something here to do with foundational work. There's something here to do with a family that's going on, that's made someone feel like they weren't good enough, and therefore, quite possibly, not just scapegoating their family member, but also scapegoating all of your partners that you pick for yourself as well. So again, if you resonate with that, take a closer look at your family and reevaluate the influence that they have in your life. Okay, what can help you to find love? Knight of Swords, communicating more directly. It ties in with that message that I just gave. If you know that someone in your family is causing problems for you every time you try and find love, you're going to have to communicate with them clearly. Look, that's not appropriate. Remind them to stay in their own lane. And when you do that, Nine of Wands. Now, where else did we see the Nine of Wands? It was up there. It was in reverse. In the upright position, it's having healthy boundaries. Being okay with telling people no. Get out my business. Stay out my business. You don't belong there. And they're saying that it's going to get easier. That the more that you practice having boundaries, the easier it becomes. Okay, see how he is really quite balanced there? Comes with practice. And your advice, the Eight of Coins, to persevere, to work hard. To keep working through. This is self-mastery also. So your advice is to work on mastering yourself, mastering your emotions, mastering your own boundaries. So it's kind of like the same assignment as what we saw for the person over here that was dealing with the karmic. Interesting. Okay, right, so we are going to conclude this reading with a cheeky deck. So again, I do need to give the warning, just in case anybody is sensitive to swearing or sarcasm, then obviously you don't have to listen, okay? It's just to put in a little bit of light-hearted energy before we close out the read, okay? What advice do you have for our collective, please? Quite a lot, apparently. Okay, thou shalt not judge because thou has fucked up before too. Yeah. So whoever is being overly judgmental of others, they need to take a look at themselves because they also have made mistakes. When you see yourself thinking someone's a real asshole, then take a moment and contemplate all of the times that you've done exactly what they're doing. Maybe it was a different flavour of assholeness, but it was still assholey. So check yourself. People will like you more. Most importantly, you'll like you more too. Ah. Okay, life would be a lot more fun if everyone's middle name was motherfucking. Make today fun by silently inserting a motherfucking into the name of everyone you come into contact with. Oh dear Lord. Ben motherfucking Franklin, Grandpa motherfucking Bob, that lady from accounting, well she's now Carol motherfucking Cooper from accounting. Somehow this makes those financial spreadsheets more bearable, right? It's going to be a great motherfucking day. Oh dear. be unfuckwithable. If you find yourself being fucked with, then take a moment to reflect on what part of you is out of whack and susceptible to being fucked withable, and then check that shit with some self-love. When you're filled to the brim with love, nothing anyone says or does bother you, and no negativity can touch you. You know what that makes you? A badass, a big old spiritual badass. Think twice before you give a fuck. Ask yourself this. What if that thing that's bothering, worrying, haunting you didn't matter? If it didn't matter, would you be happier, kinder, more productive? If it didn't matter, would you sleep better? Would you let yourself enjoy an ice cream cone or whatever else your heart desires? If so, then don't give that fuck. Not giving a fuck means going against one of your core values, then go ahead, do give that fuck. You're not supposed to never give a fuck, but the point is to give them where it matters, to balance your fucks. If fucks were money, would you drop that much money here? Take care to spend your fucks wisely. Yeah. Ties in with that whole thing that I was saying at the start of the read about empathy. The present moment is a fucking amazing. Open up your eyeballs and look around. Even if you happen to be in the shittiest of shit times, there's probably something beautiful to notice this very second. It could be that babies have eyelashes, and how could babies get any fucking cuter than having baby eyelashes? Or maybe it's just that you took a breath and you didn't think that you'd be able to do that, but you did it. Amazeballs, you fucking breathed. Oh man. Though that deck is just crazy. But yeah, I do need to leave that one there. Thank you so much for joining me. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading that is catered more towards your own specific needs, then I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to go check out your other signs, all of the other dailies as well. As always, I do not clickbait my titles. It is completely pointless. If you resonate with any of the other titles of any of the other reads, then you can probably bet your ass is going to be your reading. Yeah, so the titles have come from something that I've actually said within the read. Okay, I just think it's stupid, because then when people are looking for through readings and they click on a read that they think is going to be theirs, and then it's like the title isn't anywhere remotely near the context of the reading. It's like, why? You know, it just sets a false precedent then, doesn't it? But yeah, thank you again for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.